Our forces are sweeping the rest of the muck off Tython as we speak, and reconstruction crews are already being prepped. This could have been much worse. Thanks to you, the enemy has only bloodied our nose and hardened our resolve.
The timing of this attack, just as we made our own assault on Korriban, it's too much to be a coincidence.
It's possible the enemy's intelligence isn't the shambles we were led to believe. I'm sure the SIS will determine how this slip-up happened.
Yes, we will.
Even so, you've just won 2 critical battles for the Republic back-to-back. You're a hero, and heroes deserve to be recognized. The Medal of Valor. No commendation this prestigious has ever been awarded so quickly. The Chancellor was truly impressed, as am I. Congratulations.
Keep the trinkets, Colonel. We need to find the person responsible for this and deal with them.
We have the information you gathered. I'm sure we'll identify the culprit very soon. Now then, I've been tasked with organizing the Tython cleanup, and I want to be sure the Jedi Council knows they have our full support, if you'll excuse me.
I don't know about you, but I need a drink.
All fixed.
That was Grandmaster Satele, wasn't it?
Currently acting as emissary to the Drevos League, nowhere near Tython. We aren't close, of course. Your order is pretty particular on that point.
She gave you up when you were a child, then.
Not that I'm complaining. You Jedi have your rules, and it turns out I don't have your talent anyway. Everything's worked out for the best.
In my experience, most Jedi rules only stand in the way of getting things done.
Oh, then you are not like any of the other Jedi I've met. Even without the Force, I know when things don't add up. These ops, Colonel Derek... Something's being buried here, I'm sure of it. The real question is... Are you going to take your shiny medal and go home like Derek's hoping? Or are you ready to start digging?
You were just as involved in all of this as the Colonel. Maybe you're working for him. Pretending to be an ally to see how much I know already.
Wow. And I was worried you wouldn't be suspicious enough. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to. But I'm going to learn everything I can about Derek and that Sith Lord you talked to. When I find something, I'll contact you. Then you can decide whether you want in on the fun. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Then I'll be seeing you.
hope our inventory will meet your needs. Thank you for your patronage.
Hey, I just called T3 to have him find you, and he said you were already on the way. That's some impressive timing.
What are you doing here, Theron?
Digging, just like I said I would. Let me show you what I've got so far. Colonel Derek commanded our strike on Korriban, supposedly to gather valuable intelligence data, none of which has been turned over to the SIS. This is the Sith you spoke to on Tython, Darth Arkus, member of the Dark Council, organizer of the attack on the Jedi Temple.
You found a connection between them?
Yes. They've both been paying visits to the same genetics lab in an underwater facility here on Manaan. They're headed down there again as we speak.
How long were you planning to wait before you contacted me? This is a major threat.
I wanted more than just circumstantial evidence, and I got it. With Derek and Arkus working together, the timing of the attacks makes perfect sense. They weren't really attacks at all, they were robberies.
Robberies? What do you mean?
The Imps hauled something out of the Jedi Temple just before you got there. A few security hollows were still working, so I got a shot of it. Derek's top guy, Commander Jensen, grabbed something similar on Korriban. I ran the images through some databases. They were pieces of ancient Rakata technology.
Ancient technology, galactic conspiracies, secret labs. Should we get our heads checked?
I probably wouldn't believe it either if I hadn't seen all the evidence for myself. I'm pretty sure Derek and Arkus have brought their Rakata tech to the lab. You're gonna have to go in and figure out exactly what they're doing with it. There. I've arranged transport to get you in, but security will probably come after you with more than smiles. Don't let them slow you down. While you're searching the lab for Arkus and Derek, I'm gonna meet with one last contact. I think she might have some interesting intel for us.
She?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Good luck down there. Into the lab's tracking systems. Looks like Arkus and Derek are still inside. There's a security checkpoint ahead that can grant you access to the rest of the facility.
All fixed.
Transmitting coordinates now. Interesting. I'm seeing records of a prisoner here, someone named Jakaro. I bet he could share some interesting stories with us. Looks like my contact's here. The chief of security is just ahead of you. Watch your step.
SWTOR Jedi Consular.
So this fight's a little different to most of it. There's some mechanics to it. Basically what will happen is that the shield will change between these two suppression droids and the and they'll just keep on moving the shield around until you kill them pretty much. So all you've got to do is just keep changing target until they're all dead.
Greetings! My master compliments your impressive skill and would like to share his appreciation for this noble rescue.
You don't need to clarify your master's words. I understand them perfectly well.
Oh dear. Please let us out of here. We beg you!
The security here is a joke. If you were bad enough to get caught, you'll just get in the way.
My esteemed Master Jakaro is a specialist in discreet cargo delivery. I am his translator, C2D4, former servant of Revan's Queen Lena of... Yes, well. Jakaro was contracted by a Selkath geneticist, Garima, to deliver certain medical equipment, perfectly legal, to this facility. But once the delivery was made, payment was never rendered. Instead, we were imprisoned and interrogated by two very unpleasant individuals.
Colonel Derek and Darth Argus?
We were never introduced. Very rude, to be perfectly honest. After the interrogation, they told Garima to use us as fodder for some kind of experiments.
I doubt Garima could do anything to make you stranger than you already are.
I am not sure how to interpret that remark.
Your story checks out. Just did a little digging on these two. Charges against them both for smuggling, disorderly conduct, assault.
Even the droid?
Yeah, why do you ask?
Never mind.
Whatever they may have done, my contact has a good feeling about them. Thinks they might come in handy. Let's see if she's right.
You'd better not betray us. I'll be watching you.
Oh, you have nothing at all to worry about. Thank you!
I've been slicing the facility files, and I keep finding references to the Order of Shasa, some pack of Force-using Selkath. They aren't Jedi or Sith. I'm still not sure how they tie into all of this, but I imagine you're going to run into them. Be careful. I'm registering some tech near you that reads like it's from the Rakata. See if you can't open up the network for me. I'll slice in and take a look.
Kranban vid SWTOR Jedi Kranban. Zokas holding magnet. Fani lo kajiando. Hindi na pasta. Zokas holding magnet. That's women did.
Greetings. We haven't met in person, but your associate asked me to contact you while he's busy with his scanning equipment. Apparently, Theron and I agree that this is a dangerous sign. Whatever is going on in that lab, please do your best to stop it.
Look at my clothes.
Are you Garima?
Hazigas gato volta kapi. Tane es hazigazdak.
You need to stop what you're doing and answer my questions.
As uge feda leg job as urig viko had melt akisok.
I want to know what Derek and Arcus are planning. What are you doing here?
Volte sak vet ut azo negre. Akon ivolomar. Meg bis hato sadmeg. Seze meles nehes volt felis merni. Ogene kunk. Toleras ege mas fonal es. Mege iteletet. Atenger filenes as edges. Folio semisem. Ugen is it key.
What are you waiting for? Do it! before he has a chance to betray us again!
He's all yours, Jakaro. We're done with him.
Well, that explains the dead guards.
I knew I sensed someone familiar.
I told you to let it go. You did your part. None of this concerns you.
If you think that shield is going to protect you from me, you're wrong.
It doesn't have to hold for long.
I see you killed poor Garima. It's too bad. He would have enjoyed seeing us put the first of our infinite army to work.
We're working for the good of the entire galaxy. The Republic, the Empire, everyone. We can't let you interfere.
Before the facility reaches crush depth, it will probably be more comfortable that way.
Hello again. I'm afraid that all of the emergency pods have been ejected, and all hatches leading back to the facility entrance are sealed. Fortunately, I procured a small watercraft for just this eventuality. The autopilot should have it docked at a hatch near your location shortly. Please hurry. Champion is after you. I can sense his power from here. It's considerable. Short. Be merciless. Show it you will not back down.
So, the way to kill this guy is to look for where those flames come down from the roof and drag him into it.
It's on the offensive.
That he saw, even with all of my heroic moments, yeah, took a shitload to bring him down.
Don't let up! on the offensive. Excellent work. Now let's get you back to the surface.
Apologies about the remote docking procedure isn't quite finished.
You're a Sith.
But not your enemy. Not today. Now, are you interested in a ride back, or would you prefer to swim?
Sith or not, I won't turn down a helping hand.
I do appreciate a pragmatic mind. And there we are. Your transportation is ready. Safe travels.
Merely a might put everyone at ease. You ditched the lightsaber.
Is that really necessary? Surely I'm not as intimidating as you imply.
Your mastery of the dark side is plain enough. And I also sense your intentions. You mean no harm.
Baron mentioned that you were quite perceptive. I'm Lana Benuka.
Arcus manipulated her and her people, same as Derek did to us. She's already shared a lot of good intel. Based on your work in the lab, we know that Arcus and Derek are working together, manipulating both sides for some third party.
They're Revenants, members of the Order of Revan, a secretive cult that's had its claws in the Empire for many years. It seems they've pierced the Republic now as well.
They won't be so secretive once we tell everyone what they've been doing.
All of the physical evidence went down with the lab. How would we convince anyone?
We know the Revanites have highly placed moles in both the Republic and the Empire. That means we have no idea who we can really trust.
Then it's up to us to stop them.
My master, the incomparable Star Captain Jakara.
He's more interested in action than discussion. And this is his translator, C2D4.
Former interpreter for Her Eminence, Queen Leda of Underground.
Yeah, we got that earlier. All of it.
I saw your list of known accomplices earlier. Quite impressive. Could any of them help us find where these traitors might be hiding? Superb. Then if Theron agrees...
Go ahead and get the ship prepped. I'll cover our tracks and catch up.
Very well. It's been a pleasure meeting you. May the Force ever serve you.
You'd better travel separately. If the Revanites put a tail on us, they won't know which to follow.
I don't think these cultists realize who they're up against.
Suits me. I better get moving. Watch your back out there.